shout, and he's been given.
Oh, he was gone for all money.
Oh, he's got it, dropped him.
There she goes. Welcome to the WACA ground in Perth and to the highlights of the Benson Hedges World Series match between Sri Lanka and the West Indies. An all-important match here. It's a must for Sri Lanka to win here if they have a chance of getting into the finals. This is the way the points table looks. The Australians 10 points from 7 games. West Indies 7, and they have 6 points, and Sri Lanka have a game in hand of those 2. They have 4 points, but their net run rate is not looking all that good, and that will come into play if 2 teams finish up equal on points. Now, the teams for today's clash: Sri Lanka, Jayasuriya, Kalavitarana, Gurusingha, De Silva, Tilakaratne, Mahanama, Ranatunga, Dharmasena. That's Sanjeeva Ranatunga, not the skipper Arjuna, who's still unfit. Then Shaminda Vas, Apashanta and Pushpakamara. Muralidharan is the 12th man, and the West Indies: Simmons, Campbell, Chander, Paul, Richardson, Hooper, Holder, Brown, Gibson, Bishop, Ambrose and Walsh. Jimmy Adams has been left out of the side, and he will be carrying the drinks. Now, the conditions, well, Tony Greig said they were very good out there, and he thought the pitch would be excellent for this limited overs clash, and as I say, an all-important one for these 2 teams, particularly the Sri Lankans. We're going to join play now in the second over. It is Courtney Walsh coming into bowl to Kalavitarana, and your commentators are Bill Laurie and Colin Croft.
There he goes, beautifully hooked away, magnificent stroke. Final edge coming around, he won't get it. Great start. What a fine young cricketer this man is. He's not afraid of the quicks, he'll have a go and played a superb hook shot.
Certainly, Kalavitarana would have heard of Courtney Walsh long before he played against him. Certainly not scared to take on Courtney Walsh short, and decides he's going to pull that whitish fine leg.
He gets away, he breaks the shackles, didn't quite time it going down towards the members. Should run 3. Campbell, the fieldsman, no wicket for 8. He goes for the pull shot. It hurts, but he's after him. Full credit to the batsman. He's not prepared to sit back and wait for it to happen. He's trying to make it happen. Oh, beautiful, lovely hook shot. Will go all the way. Yes, it does. What a magnificent shot. Reminds me of the Doug Walter shot of Bob Willis when he went and scored 100 in the session. Superb hooking.
This is his way of saying, well, take that. He's just been hit with a ball that didn't bounce, and this one he did really get hold of. Hit the top of the bat, but it kept going and going into the seats.
10 runs off the over from Curtly Ambrose. Now it's up to Jayasuriya to do something against Walsh. He's away. A good way to do it. Over the top of the gully region. That's 4 more. So Sri Lanka battling to stay in for a chance in the finals. Started beautifully here against a very good pace attack. Good start. No wicket for 22. 6 overs bowled. Oh, beautiful. Superb player, this young man. That's 4 more. There's no better stroke than that. Hitting off the back foot through points. Beautifully played. 9 runs off the over so far. Make that at least 11 over mid-on. This is a wonderful batting exhibition. We're happy with 2. A very good start by Sri Lanka. They're on fire. It's no wicket for 33. Oh, beautifully played. He drives through the onside. Kalavitarana on fire with some glorious stroke play. It's going down towards the boundary, and it's 4 more.
After a very fiery start from both Ambrose and Walsh, it's becoming frayed a little bit.
Oh, superb. What's he going to do in the World Cup on flat pitches? He's going to tear them apart. I get 3 here. Good fielding. Excellent batting. He's a rising star, this young lad, in his one-day internationals, because he's got all the strokes.
He's had a go at that one again. That's beautifully played. It's going down to the square leg boundary. It's a long fence down there. Don't bowl short to me. He has smashed it away for 4. This little fella is really exciting.
Certainly exciting, the Sri Lankan supporters there. And the commentary box as well, I can tell you. West Indians will have to be very careful not to bowl short to him, which they have been doing. Ian Bishop has bowled him a couple of deliveries so far, one wide down the leg side, the next one short for the pull.
Oh, he likes that shot too. Jaya Surya getting underneath that one, chipping it over the top of the offside field, and that one gets away down to third man. So those runs bring up the 50 partnership. What a start for Sri Lanka. Oh, he's had a go at that one. What a shot that is. He's hit that over square legs head for another 4. Well, this is unbelievable stuff. This is as exciting an opening partnership as you could possibly wish to see. They've come out here today and they've decided to attack these West Indians on a pitch which is not normally suited to these Sri Lankans. It's a bouncy wicket, normally favours the fast bowlers, and have a look at that. That's a big outfield, and he's got that away within 15 or 20 metres of the boundary. Get another change in the attack. It's Otis Gibson now.
That's a beautiful stroke. That is a delightful pull shot.
That's his 5th 4, and he has a 6 as well. And that really was a great shot. It was just short of a length. He pulled it in front of mid-wicket. Just watch this. Just short, not that short. Outside off stump, pulls it away in front of mid-wicket, into the gap, all the way along the ground. You don't get many better than that. Great start this to Sri Lanka. Kaluwithara on 43 now. A runner ball for him. And he continues to go. That one's beaten the offside field. They'll get more runs here, probably 3. Here comes the throw. So they'll continue to collect their runs. In the commentary box now, it's going to be Ian and Greg Chappell.
5.85, the run rate currently. But you've got to be able to maintain a decent run rate throughout.
And he's been given out. There's been a couple of shouts, and finally Otis Gibson has got the breakthrough. A much needed one for the West Indies.
Surya going to the well once too often. The ball not short enough for the pull shot. Again, I had the feeling that they just got a little bit too aggressive. Ball fairly short. Didn't get up as much as Jaya Surya would have expected. And that's the first Sri Lankan wicket has fallen after a very bright start. Sri Lanka 1 for 80.
Gurusingha is the new man at the crease. Gurusingha mixed up in a little bit of the controversy in the Friday match against Australia. Spoken to by the umpires. He's on naught. And he can't stop that. So Gurusingha is close to the boundary. Sri Lanka 1 for 87. Edged and taken. Courtney Brown, a very simple catch there. So Otis Gibson has the last laugh in that exchange.
Well, Sri Lanka did it the other night against Australia, got away to a flying start, then they lost 3 quick wickets and never really recovered. Gurusingha, the second wicket to fall here this morning. Otis Gibson again, the angle and just a little bit of movement away. A good delivery from Gibson. Comfortable catch there for Courtney Brown. And a very happy Otis Gibson it is, and he's made some very important breakthroughs for the West Indies this morning. Gurusingha out for 5. Sri Lanka 2 for 89.
Well, Aravinda De Silva is the acting captain, has been for quite a few matches for Sri Lanka. And he really needs to do something here. And there's 50 for Kaluwithara. It's been a good one.
It has been a good one. Much better in the first 15 overs, though, when the field's up. It's a little bit loose at times later in the innings. Sri Lanka 2 for 90.
He's gone. Yes, just flicked the stumps and just tipped the bails. And once again, Otis Gibson skidding a little bit. He is a bit of a skidder, which is unusual here in Perth. Ball usually bounces. That one stayed down as well.
Kalawatharana playing a loose shot here. Look for the last couple of overs as though he could at any stage get himself out. I think he's picked the wrong delivery. Otis Gibson, not a man to be trying to play the pull shot. We saw him pick up the LBW earlier, Jayasuriya, with the ball skidding through. It's happened again, and it's collected the top of off stump. And all of a sudden, Sri Lanka look like the wheels are falling off. 3 for 90.
Ashan Tilakaratne is the new batsman, and Otis Gibson is on a hat-trick. Oh, that's a good delivery. And they had the man specifically placed for that delivery, Phil Simmons, in a very short leg slip position. That was well bowled.
Aravinda De Silva is the acting captain for Sri Lanka. He's been involved in some of the controversy in recent times. Some run-ins with umpire Darryl Hare the other evening. The chance for run out. Aravinda De Silva under pressure, calling for the third umpire. And could be a real problem for Sri Lanka here. Aravinda De Silva really hasn't had any form at all with the bat. I don't think he's really enjoying the role as captain. Seems to have been diverted. His attention's been diverted from his batting. He's in real trouble here. Good throw. Chanderpaul the fieldsman, Hooper the bowler. Good night, Aravinda.
And that is the decision from the third umpire. Third umpire is Ross Emerson. So Aravinda De Silva is gone. Misunderstanding there. Tilakaratne hit it very firmly. He thought into the gap. Started to come and then decided to send Aravinda De Silva back. And he didn't get back quickly enough. It's 4 for 91. Roshan Mahanama is the new batsman. The West Indies have done well to fight their way back into this game. It's now 4 for 91. In the commentary position, Tony Gregg and Bill Laurie.
Yes, Otis Gibson's been the man for the West Indies. He's really having a good series, 14 wickets so far. Gone! Beautiful bowling. Otis Gibson, a match winner here at the Wacker. That is superb bowling.
Yes, he's certainly used these conditions well, and he's brought a smile to a few of the faces of those West Indians too. They were really down and out at one stage, but Otis Gibson's done his stuff out there today, and this was another good delivery. It was just short of a length, bouncing outside off stump. Big deflection there, and comfortably taken by the wicketkeeper Brown. And you can see the smile on his face. This is a good performance by him. Tilakaratne, well, it's not often he makes ducks. Today was one of those days. 5 down for 92.
Sanjeeva Ranatunga playing his first one-day international on this tour. Comes to the crease. The innings in tatters really at 5 for 92 after being no wicket for 80. 2 for 38. And now he's got 4 for 13 in his 5th over at the Wacker. Oh, that's got it away. It's down to no ball called square leg. Good hook shot for 4. They found another fast bowler, the West Indies. They found Otis Gibson. Oh, he takes it off the stumps. He gets 4. Leg glance. He's made one good 50 in the series. And some very important boundaries. He's getting a long way across, and he looks a candidate for LBW. Get one to stay down.
Yes, the only problem Gibson's got here is he's from quite wide of the crease, and so he's going to have to get the ball to hold up if he wants an LBW. That was the problem with the LBW that Jayasuriya had given against him.
Ian Bishop coming into the attack. A change at the members' end. Yes, well, he's got the perfect action. Bishop, because of stress fractures, has got a front-on action. He's driven beautifully. Glorious on the goal. Manama looks in good touch today. He's moved to 17. And because when you bowl with his front-on action, if you don't get around a bit off stump and swing the ball away, you tend to drift into the batsman. Malcolm Marshall could bowl away, but this guy's pushing it in all the time to the right-hander. He really is fruit for the sideboard. If he gets around about leg stump, half turns around but then comes straight through side on and gets belted down the ground.
Carl Hooper will continue. He'll be bowling to Ranatunga. And that's out. He's chopped it on. Ranatunga trying the late cut again. Carl Hooper, the bowler, around the wicket. The ball going straight on. All he's managed to do is chop it straight onto his stumps.
That's very well bowled by Hooper. He's got a little bit of breeze assisting him. Breeze has changed here at the Wacker. That comes in quite sharply, and it's the top spinner as well, or it's the one that goes with his arm, and it's very well bowled. Pitched a good 9 inches outside off stump, and we're still slanting in with the bowler coming around the wicket. Good cricket from Carl Hooper, and 6 for 121.
Dharmasena, the new batsman, to join Mahanama. Sri Lankans have lost their way after a brilliant start. They really seem to have lost their way. They've been batting with an air of panic about them for quite a few games now. And that'll get Dharmasena off the mark. Almost an off glance. Again, they'll come back this time. Courtney Walsh, the fielder, bowling it back in.
6 for 147, Sri Lanka. That's pretty well hit.
Mahanama is normally an opening batsman, batting in the middle order here for Sri Lanka. Anything just short of a good length from a medium piece that will be put away. And this was 150 up for Sri Lanka. What a way to bring it up. Pull over mid-wicket. It's not a short ball, but a good shot.
And it's to be Courtney Walsh now to replace Curtly Ambrose. That's at the river end.
Walsh, 5 overs, no wicket for 23.
And they've got him. He's finally trodden on the stump. Well, he's done it before, but he didn't knock the bail off. But on this occasion, the bail is well and truly off. And suddenly there was an excited shout from the wicketkeeper, Courtney Brown. He would have heard the rattle. That would have attracted his attention. And when he looked, he saw the bail on the ground.
Dharmasena had threatened to do this before. This time he did. His right foot just went onto the off stump. The bail is removed. This time it's on the ground. Umpire had no hesitation.
Jarminder Vas coming out to join Mahanama after Dharmasena trod on his stump.
Got onto that one, and it's going to, yes, beat the fieldsman. Yes, that was very well played. And once again, a short delivery. And that time, Jarminder Vas getting it away. It's Queen's Park, just alongside the ground. Well, that's his 50. That's nicely played. It was just outside off stump, and he whipped it away on the onside. He's got runs here under pressure. So this is a good performance.
Yes, it has been a good performance. The Sri Lankans look like they may have really been blown away at one stage in the innings at 5 for 92.
Even Ambrose was given a bit of a touch-up out there, and he was taken off after 4 overs. Don't often see that happen. Goal him! Well, he was really trying to heave that one away. That was really a cow shot if ever I saw one. And his stumps went back. Really strange one, that. Sure, there are not many overs to go, but absolutely vital that he stayed there. He's the one that looks like getting the runs. And unfortunately, that was the end of that. Really trying to smash it away, despite the fact that it was on target.
Mahanama scored most of his runs from pushes and deflections. Pulled away to try and slash one away on the offside, but all he did was expose the stumps, and Ian Bishop was accurate enough to hit the off stump. Sri Lanka now 8 for 176.
Eric Apashanta, just 23 years of age. He's got a pretty useful strike rate, although he hasn't scored many runs. Oh, he's had a go at him, and that would have been out, but it's gone for runs. This could be 4 overthrows. It's bisecting the field down at on the boundary there. They'll pick it up. They'll come back for 3, in fact. Well, that would have been out, I reckon, if he'd have hit. 6 runs and a wicket in that over. Sri Lanka now 8 for 181.
Otis Gibson will continue.
That's the one where this has gone straight up in the air. This will be caught. It's going to be Ambrose. There's going to be a collision. No, Ambrose has got it. Well, Brown wanted it. Ambrose decided to stay there. And that gives Otis Gibson 5 wickets. That's his second 5-wicket haul in the series, and it's brought a smile to his face. He's bowled very well.
Curtly Ambrose took the catch. Courtney Brown came racing over from behind the stumps. The ball went many a mile up in the air. Jaminda Vas was going for that mid-wicket position. Courtney Brown wanted it. He reckons he's got the gloves on, but when you've got big mitts like Curtly Ambrose, he needs gloves. That's another good bowling performance from Otis Gibson. Sri Lanka, as the innings comes towards the end, 9 for 193.
Ravinda Pushpakamara is the new batsman. He's only 20 years of age, so he's a youngster as well. Hasn't had much experience with the bat, although he's played 15 matches. So it looks as if the West Indies will only get to face 49. But, of course, Sri Lanka will get that extra over. Close, and once again they said no, there was a mix-up and the ball's gone for 4. There was never any danger in that one. We'll have to have a look at the batsman in a moment. It's moved on to 9 for 199. Heads off down towards fine leg. This will give us a view of exactly what happened. So then he decides to run, and then there's a oops. It keeps going. He thought he heard a no, I think. Oh, yes, they're going.
That brings up the 200 for Sri Lanka. Something that at times looked like it was beyond them. Walsh, the bowler, gets a hand to the return shot. Can't control it. Dribbles away. Shunter decides to take a run.
Oh, slow one, and he's dropped it. Well, that was well bowled. Everything happened according to plan until it got back to him and he put the catch down.
Shunter, the batsman, got the ball on the full. It was a slower ball. Only succeeded in hitting it straight back, but it was at that awkward height, around about chest height, and it kept coming. Courtney Walsh started to get the hands up and couldn't quite work out which way to have the hands, and it hit him full on the chest.
Well, he's got hold of that one, and it's running down to third man. Are they going to come back for the second? That's out, run out. So they get one, and they're all out of the last ball of their 50-over innings, and the Sri Lankans have ended up with 9 down for 203.
Well, in the end, the Sri Lankans did very well to get over the 200 mark, and that has set a challenging target for the West Indians. Just to look at the card now, 202 it says there. There was a short run off the last ball where the run out came. That was the run out of Pushpakamara, and he made 5. There were 13 extras in that total. And up the top, the 2 batsmen who did so well for Sri Lanka gave them a chance of winning this match. Jayasuriya, 28 from 43 balls, and Kalavitarana, 50 from 54. He was absolutely brilliant. And then in the middle, Mahanama, a half century again. He's back in form. So 202. It looked at one stage as though it was going to be 203, and that also there would be only 49 overs available to the West Indies because they had to bowl their 50, and they only got through 49 of what everyone thought was the correct time. In fact, the umpire said the game started late. all turned out to be very complicated. Fine performance there from Otis Gibson, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 5 for 40. His second 5-wicket haul in this competition. That's good going. Won't do him any harm for selection in the West Indies side for the World Cup. A wicket for Walsh and 1 for Bishop, and a wicket for Carl Hooper, who I thought bowled very well, 10 overs, no maiden, and 1 for 33. So we're going to join play now in the 8th over. It's no wicket for 18, and Upper Shanta is the bowler. He's coming into bowl to Phil Simmons. Bill Laurie and Ian Chappell are in the commentary box.
Got him. Well, it had to happen. Phil Simmons badly out of touch here at the whacker. Drags it on. That's a very important wicket.
Yes, and we see now Phil Simmons, he's dragged the ball on, and he always drags himself off the field. And I think that contributes to his problem. I think it gives you an indication of his state of mind. Always seems to feel like he's hard done by when he gets out, Phil Simmons. Certainly when you get an inside edge onto the stumps, it's not the greatest feeling, but he should get moving a bit quicker when he leaves the field. It's 1 for 18.
Chanderpaul at number 3. It's 1 for 18 as Colin Croft and Richie Benaud take up the commentary.
Of course, they still have 9 wickets in hand.
Well, that's 4 to add to it. That'll help the required run rate just a little. It's a good stroke from Shivnarine Chanderpaul.
Chanderpaul being one just wide outside off stump. Hardly likely would have heard the call of a no ball. Shot was on before they heard it.
What a lovely stroke. He's just gently pushed that. A chance of the fielders picking that up.
We have a look there at the Sri Lankan innings. That clutch of red dots there just shows you where they ran into a problem. Sherwin Campbell starts proceedings after the drinks break. He'll pick up a boundary through the covers. That brings up the 50 for the West Indies.
Yes, they've played pretty well. Their target there is 203, and they've got it well within their sights at the moment. Sherwin Campbell just coming into form when he's needed most. These players will all be thinking ahead to the World Cup as well. They'll all be very determined to get into the squad. Looks as if Aravinda is going to have a go himself. Struggle with the bat, and it may just be now that he can pick up a wicket or two. They need a breakthrough, that's for sure.
Aravinda de Silva obviously hoping that the slower bowling will be harder to hit. It's in the air. There's a fieldsman down there. Should take the catch. It's straight down his throat, and he's taken it. Raminda Vas has taken the catch down there at backward square leg, so the captain has done just what he hoped he could do. Bring about a false stroke. Sherwin Campbell has tried to hit him over the infield. He still has 6 fielders inside the circle. One of his outriders has taken the catch.
Yes, a little lucky that one. Pitched outside leg stump and going down there, got underneath it, and it really did go a long way up. And that was nicely taken. Shaman Devas has got good hands. He was down there and he made the catch. So Sherwin Campbell out for 20. 2 for 51. So Richie Richardson's the new batsman, 34 years of age. Had a birthday just the other day. In fact, it was Friday. He turned 34.
Dara Messina is going to continue. He's going to bowl without any fieldsman inside the circle on the onside. All 4 on the offside.
That's a fine shot. That lovely little sweep. Very, very fine. Only about 10 yards from the line of the stumps on the onside when it hit the boundary. The features of Richie Richardson's batting.
Richie Richardson's in trouble and might as well keep running because Chanderpaul has not moved. And Richie Richardson is just hanging about to see who's out, and he's just been given the bad news by umpire Harper.
He might have managed to stay there if Chanderpaul had moved at all. Chanderpaul did go down a yard or so and then just slipped his bat back in, just with only about a fraction of a second to spare. 3 for 65.
Carl Hooper from Guyana comes out to join fellow Guyanese player Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Chanderpaul now needing to do a lot to make sure that the West Indies win after that run out of the skipper. And a chance here at mid-off. Carl Hooper, and he's holed out. So that is not very smart batting.
That is not even 1/4 smart. I'm not lost for words, but in deference to Carl Hooper's feelings, I'm just delaying them for a moment or two. That has got to be one of the least sensible shots I've seen in a long time in the situation of the game. 3 for 67. The Guru has snaffled it away down there at long off, and now it's 4 for 67.
Roland Holder, who played so well in the match against Australia A, comes in with the West Indies just losing the plot a little bit. That's a lovely shot. 2 men out, but they can't stop that one.
Chanderpaul actually has a little bit of ground to make up out there. Needs to make 70 or 80 runs, I'd suggest.
On Holder, who played very well on debut, gets his one away nicely. It's going down towards the fence. I'll get 3. That's good running by Chanderpaul. Apart from the opening stand of Sri Lanka, where they scored 87 off 15 overs, the batting today has been poor here at the Wacker, despite the good batting conditions. Require now just under 5 runs per over, but they have 6 wickets in hand. Oh, he's dropped him. There, oh dear, that was the one they needed. The little wicketkeeper who doesn't glove them all that well standing up has put him down.
Yes, he played so well when he had a chance with the bat, but this was a big edge. You watch this edge there, and a big deflection. Just for a second, he thought he was going to trap it on the rebound, but it went straight to ground. Let's have a look at the comparison now. Still quite a long way behind, and they've lost some wickets, so things are beginning to swing a little bit back in favour of the Sri Lankans.
Holder's gone for it. Got it away through mid-wicket. His first boundary.
Well, the net result, or the end result, was the right one. Not too sure that the Sri Lankans will mind too much if this sort of shot continues to be played. It was a pretty straight delivery. He didn't middle it at all. It could have gone anywhere. Well, this is going to be very interesting. Aravinda de Silva. He's going to give himself another little run here. Last time round, he got a wicket first ball.
Misfield. Well, you'd have to say, Tony, that the standard's down here this afternoon. The fielding's a bit sloppy, the batting's ordinary.
That's in the air, that'll be out. Guru Singha's got it. That's a good catch. He made good ground, but it's a catch he should have taken. Chanderpaul trying to hit over the top. Aravinda de Silva has a slightly more attacking field, which caused Chanderpaul to take the risk to go over the top. That's what de Silva was trying to do. He's hit the ball high on the bat. Guru Singha does the rest.
Shivan Chandapal trying to hit over the top here for the ball that was pitched just but middle stump going into him. And Urthinger took a tremendous catch there. He was running away from the ball. Not a very small man. He doesn't move as quickly as perhaps Chandapal would. Shivan Chandapal is out for a well-made 44. The West Indies are now 5 for 114.
Courtney Brown, the West Indian wicketkeeper, comes to the crease. That's down the ground. A fast outfield. Fielded down in the deep. The chance again. No, he's made it home quite comfortably. So 5 runs and a wicket from that over. West Indies 5 for 119. Over the top. They get to the boundary. Sliding save, not good enough. Really quite a strange way to go about it. It used to be that you used your hands. Playing a miss, so he's out, he's got it. There's a bit of bat in that. Kalawadrana very happy to have taken that one. He dropped a catch earlier that may have proved costly. It's a wide delivery. Norman Holder trying to dash it away on the offside, probably trying to hit it backward of point. Got a bit of bat on it. Kalawadrana does the rest.
Well, this guy goes very quickly, Jayasuriya. Kalawadrana in the right spot this time. No hesitation by the umpire. And look at the glee of Jayasuriya and Kalawadrana. It happened before, it was dropped this time. It's perfectly done. Roland Holder back to the pavilion. West Indies 6 for 131.
Otis Gibson, the man who blew apart the Sri Lankan innings earlier today, took another lot of 5 wickets with the ball. He has a chance here as a batsman, and he is an all-rounder.
I think he'll probably bowl Darren Messina shortly, the top off spinner in this lineup. It is just drifting away to the right. The run rate they need to get up there by the 50 overs. Got 4 wickets in hand. He's got to find the man square. Didn't quite time it. Just the 2, and every save so important.
Well, if he can get a few 2s, that helps, because it means that he gets more strike.
Over the man at mid-wicket. There's a sweeper in the deep. They're going to go for the second. They are. It's good running.
That's good play by Otis Gibson. He's been forced into this really by the fact that Courtney Brown's not getting a lot of runs, and he's going to have to take some risks.
That's the situation at the whacker. It's 58 off 36 required. High hit. There's a man down who's getting under it. He should catch this. Will he? Oh, he drops it. That could be a finals chance. That was a sitter. Upashanta was under it. He should have caught that. It was into the breeze, and he put it down.
And you ought to see his captain when the ball was thrown back to him. Aravinda de Silva is fuming. Didn't even really try and catch it. He just snatched at it with one hand. Here we have Upashanta. He gets in a good position, but ball just seems to drift away on him at the last minute. And Aravinda de Silva is not happy, and he's made a change immediately.
Brown moves to 13. It's gone again. This time it's over backward points. This runs again. They get 3. Every run a bonus for wicketkeeper Brown. A good try by the wicketkeeper, tried to run him out at the last minute, but he was safely home.
Here we see the long return coming back. Batsman's well and truly home.
Tension mounts at the whacker. Sri Lanka fighting for a chance to stay in the finals race. The Vast, the left arm quickie. Nick, and it's past the keeper. It's 4. That's what happens. Just went wide of the wicketkeeper. Genuine Nick. A vital 4 runs for the West Indies.
Yes, he got a good thick edge on it, and Kalawadrana wasn't able to throw himself wide enough to take the catch. Yes, just enough edge to get it away from the wicketkeeper. And that's the problem with the left armour. slanting across the right-hander. No slip, and that can always happen.
It's in the air. The man's coming around. Gurasinger gets on the first bounce, coming back for second. So it's Courtney Brown, the wicketkeeper. He scored 13 since he was dropped in the previous over from Aravinda de Silva. 6 for 160. A crowd on the edge of their seat, so is everybody here. It's a vital match in this series, the Benson Hedges World Series for 95-96. Got to get it middle leg stump. He does. It's high in the air. The man's coming in. He's got to catch this, surely. Yes, he does. Pushpakamara catches it. And that's the vital wicket. Brown's out at 7 for 160.
Yes, that one was holding up into the wind. It was a good piece of outfielding because the fielder obviously realising that the ball would drop quickly into the breeze. He got in quickly so that the ball, he was able to catch it around about chest height. That's well taken, especially after the drop. So Charminder Vas has done the job for his skipper. Courtney Brown is gone. And the West Indies are now 7 for 160.
Ian Bishop comes to the crease. And Sri Lanka getting into the box seat here. 3 wickets in hand. 43 runs required. I guess Otis Gibson is the key. Aravinda de Silva to bowl his 10th and final over. 9 overs, 2 for 34. He should have had 3. Get Otis Gibson. They'll probably go into the next match with a chance for the final, Sri Lanka. He's the key player for the West Indies point of view. Good hitter. He's gone for it. There's a man out there. It's going wide of him. He's chasing around hard. Can he cut it off? No, he can't.
He hits the ball hard, Otis Gibson, and he's done the sensible thing on that occasion. He's hitting with the draft, and it's a long boundary out there. He does also have a tendency to hit the ball, hit those skimmers, so they're not up in the air too long, and if they're up in the air too long, it gives the fielder time to cover a lot of territory.
Oh, that's a good hit. He made room. He got across to the offside, and he's whipped that first bounce over the fence. Excellent batting.
Yes, thoughtful batting. That's the important thing. And he's worked out that there's not much point in hitting down the ground into the breeze. And that's very good thinking. So he's got the brain ticking over as well as the muscle power to hit one out of this ground. I think Bishop might have told him, get a single.
Gone! Stumped! Good work! The little wicketkeeper's in the game. Aravinda de Silva gets rid of Gibson for 19. It's 8 for 171. Excellent work with the gloves.
Yes, that was a very good take because it came between bat and pad. Always the most difficult one for a wicketkeeper. If Ian Bishop did give Gibson the message to just get a single, they've already hit 2 fours. The message didn't get through, and that's very well taken. He's made some blunders on this tour, but he might have just made up for it with that stumping. Aluwadharana making a very good stumping there. And Gibson is gone. And probably with it, the West Indies' chances. It's 8 for 171.
Biltley Ambrose can hit a ball, but of late he's been struggling with the bat.
Muralitharan is a very good fielder. I think someone's got the message through to Bukashanta that now would be a good time to produce an injury.
Lost those 2 wickets. Wickets of Brown and Gibson, 160 and 171. And Devas. In the air. Man, points running back. Really doing. Can he get it? No, he doesn't. He doesn't put a glove on it. They're coming back for the second. Chance for run out. He's gone. Surely that's out. Photo finish. I'm sure he's gone. A very good throw after a mix-up by the backup fieldsman. And Bishop, I think, is gone.
Yes, the ball loops in the air. That's why Muralitharan had trouble taking the catch. With the breeze, you'll see it just loops. Gets away from him. And then a very good throw right next to the stumps. Right next to the stumps. Well taken. And Ian Bishop is gone. In fact, Ian Bishop really hasn't even hung around and waited for the replay. He's headed in the direction of the pavilion. Bishop is gone. And he's gone for 4. That's now the 9th wicket down with the score at 176.
Courtney Walsh, number 11, joins his partner in crime with the ball. Ambrose, at the moment it's 20 runs off 4 balls remaining. Silver the captain at mid-wicket. Walsh beaten. So you can put down 2 points to the Sri Lankans here at the Wacker. Ramesh Kaluwitharana is the man of the match. We know that already. Scored a magnificent 50. It's 9 for 183. 3 balls remaining. And no sign of any big hitting. Maybe just looking at their percentage here, the West Indies.
Certainly Curtly Ambrose was their main hope.
Gets a nick, goes fine. The third man's coming around. They get 2. Chance for run out. No, he's safely home. But so are Sri Lanka. A surprise win really here at the Wacker on this bouncy pitch. Final ball. It's a very important game. And a win to Sri Lanka. So with 1 game to go, the West Indies and Sri Lanka are on equal points. Jubilation for the crowd here. Delighted Sri Lankan team, and rightly so. They defended 202 in style. A very good effort by the captain here today. He took 3 for 43 off 10. Jayasuriya 1 for 39 off 10. So after 50 overs, the West Indies 9 for 186.
Yes, a good performance there, and that takes Sri Lanka to 6 points. So West Indies and Sri Lanka on 6, and there's 1 game to go, and that is Australia versus Sri Lanka at the MCG, and that'll be followed by the first final at the same ground on Thursday. Wide World of Sports will be there for both those games.
So it's goodbye now from the Wacker in Perth.